The 1937 UK one-penny coin is not just a piece of bronze, it's a gateway to the legacy of British coinage, a silent witness to a significant transition in the British monarchy, and today, a rare collectible that can fetch an astonishing market value of up to $24,500. At first glance, this coin may seem ordinary, but its story is anything but. Minted during the year of King George VI's coronation, the 1937 one-penny marks the beginning of a new royal chapter after the dramatic abdication of King Edward VIII in 1936. This coin features the left-facing portrait of King George VI on the obverse, finely engraved by Thomas Humphrey Paget. Unlike most coin portraits of British monarchs, which alternate direction with each new ruler, George VI faces left, an exception to the rule because Edward VIII's coinage, which would have faced left, was never officially released for circulation. Thus, George VI's left-facing profile maintained the direction used by his father, George V. This small detail adds immense historical weight to the coin, turning it into a numismatic time capsule. The reverse of the coin continues with Britain's iconic imagery. Britannia, the female personification of the nation, seated facing right, holding a trident and shield, framed by the words one penny and the date 1937 beneath her. The design has long symbolized British naval strength and imperial pride. This version of Britannia was first introduced in 1860 and remained largely unchanged until 1970, giving the reverse design of this penny not only historical consistency, but also a deep sense of national identity. Measuring 30.8 millimeters in diameter and weighing 9.4 grams, the 1937 penny is made of bronze, a copper-dominated alloy that has stood the test of time. Even today, well-preserved examples exhibit remarkable detail and coloring, making them a visual delight for collectors. But why is this particular year so valuable? Unlike some earlier pennies that were produced in the millions, the 1937 UK one penny had a more limited run. Only around 84.5 million were struck, which may sound like a high number. However, most circulated coins are in poor condition due to extensive use, making high-grade examples, especially those certified by leading grading agencies like NGC or PCGS, extremely rare and highly sought after. Coins that are uncirculated or in proof condition command the highest premiums, with some fetching up to $24,500 at auction or in private sales, especially if they exhibit full mint luster, crisp strike, and flawless surfaces. A pristine proof coin with all these attributes is like gold dust among numismatists. Moreover, what makes the 1937 UK one penny particularly interesting is its place in the coronation proof set. In that year, a special set of coins was issued in proof quality to commemorate King George VI's ascension to the throne. These coins were not intended for general circulation and were instead created in limited numbers for collectors, dignitaries, and royal presentation. The proof 1937 penny from this set, featuring mirror-like fields and razor-sharp devices, is a masterpiece of minting craftsmanship. When these proof coins appear in auctions, especially when encapsulated in high grades like proof 66 to proof 68, their values can skyrocket into five-figure territory. For collectors and historians alike, the appeal of the 1937 UK one penny goes beyond its monetary worth. It encapsulates the narrative of a changing empire, Britain in the interwar period, the dawn of a new monarch, and the build-up to a world on the brink of another global conflict. Every edge, curve, and mark on this coin tells a piece of that larger story. And that's what makes numismatics so powerful. It's not just about metal, dates, or mint marks. It's about stories frozen in time, ready to be rediscovered. Interestingly, the coin market has seen a growing trend toward British imperial coinage in recent years. As global collectors expand their interests and younger generations discover the beauty of old coins through platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, coins like the 1937 UK one penny have experienced renewed demand. Add to that the increased interest from investors looking to diversify portfolios through tangible assets, and you have a recipe for rising values. Numismatic experts believe that rare, well-preserved coins from the early 20th century could see substantial appreciation in the coming decade, especially those with royal connections and historical importance. For anyone holding a 1937 penny, it's essential to assess the coin's condition carefully. Factors like surface wear, color toning, edge quality, and strike clarity all influence its grade and thus its market value. Even a single scratch or small nick could reduce its value drastically. This is why professional grading is crucial. It ensures the coin's authenticity, preserves its condition, and increases buyer confidence, especially when dealing in the higher value range like $2,000–$4,500. If you think you might own a rare version, sending it to NGC or PCGS for evaluation could be a game-changing move. In the world of numismatics, rarity is often created not just by mintage numbers, but by survival rates in high grades, historical context, and collector demand. The 1937 UK 1 penny is a prime example of how an everyday object becomes extraordinary due to the passage of time and the events surrounding its creation. It's a coin that bridges the gap between the Victorian traditions of coinage and the modern era, making it a vital piece in any serious collection. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey, the 1937 penny offers a unique opportunity to own a piece of history that may not just hold its value, but grow exponentially over time. If you own one, consider its potential. If you're searching for one, know that it's more than just a bronze coin. It's a piece of royal legacy that could be worth up to $24,500 in today's collector market. Keep an eye out at estate sales, antique shops, or your own coin collection. Hidden. Treasures like these are still out there. And remember, the stories behind the coins are just as valuable as the coins themselves.